Hello everyone, I'm in the BMW iX3 Neue Klasse and today we're gonna do a full tour of the software of the new BMWs. It's really great, a lot of great functions, a lot of things that I would done differently, but everyone's different. And important, we're not gonna go through the full settings of the Panoramic Vision Display. I did that in a different video.
If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below.
The overview, when you see the whole screen, you have on the left here on top you see that the light is on, but just the day driving lights, and if I press it I get to my light settings, which is really cool. Underneath, let's put on my seatbelt so it doesn't give me a warning. You see the car, and when I press on it I see that the car is there, and then I get that everything is fine and I see my driving data but in a shortened way. Underneath that, let's go out here, I have my lane assist. I can turn that off, but there's a different way too. And my speed limit warning, can also turn that off here. Underneath there is a dash cam. So I press this and then it said it recorded the last 20 seconds and you can say, please save that recording, which is so cool. Underneath that we have our parking camera. This car doesn't have a 360-degree camera. I don't think so. Camera cleaning, cool. And then we have a few settings with it. Sound when maneuver, availability, what else, drive off monitoring, PDS signal volume. I like that, that's on quietest, really. All right, I thought it was really loud. And what else do we have here? Volume reduction for parking. Yeah, that's good, nice settings. Underneath that, then it keeps the parking sensor up here, but you can close them, but they go away automatically too. It just takes a bit. Then under here we have our temperature that you can set, and then when you press it you get to your seat heating and your steering wheel heater and the airflow, max AC. I don't know what this free is. Free for your climate. I don't know what free means. Then we get to the music. Right now I'm using Spotify, but you can get to different sources: Android Auto, Alexa, Connected Drive, radio, and so on. Then we have the navigation, telephone, then all the apps or home, depending on where you are. The climate. In the climate we have again this free airflow, sync the left and right, again free. Then turn on, off, where should the air go, or automatic, recirculation, AC, max AC, filter, air quality. Then you have some settings, climate control upon opening door. So the climate works already when you open the door, I want that. Eco climate control for short trips. Driver, seat heating distribution, more to the bum, more to the back, that's cool. Steering wheel heater can be medium. Low or off. I don't want it at all. Why is this? All right. Seat heating, I think that's automatic where it should go. From passenger the same, and then pre-conditioning you can put a time where it's not preconditioning now, but you can have a departure plan, and it does then all of this, which is so cool. It's a nice thing. And I forgot, for the air vents you don't do it on a button here, you have to do it here. And you can move it around if you want, and you can turn them off as well, which is nice. Then we get to the car settings, and then we get to the drive modes. You have personal, sport, efficient, and then silent. I think the silent is more design and everything. With the drive modes, when you are in here, of course you can switch around and you can configure them. So if I go in here, I can change the ambient light, what I see on the screen, and it should automatically change when I change my drive mode. And then for driving, I can go into eco, comfort, individual. I cannot go into dynamic unless I'm in sport mode. And then I can change the motor, eco, comfort, sport, steering, comfort, sport, and regenerative braking, adaptive, low, middle, high, and I can change the starting mode. Which should it be? The less time used, except for sport, that's not allowed, and it can be personal, efficient, or silent. This can be your starting mode, which is cool. And this is also in other drive modes. When I go into sport and I go in here, I can configure it as well, but now I have the dynamic mode, but I can change what the power is for every little thing, which is so cool. And then we have the climate for the passenger and Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Up here we have, you can see the drive mode, which is impersonal, but this looks more eco. Then notifications. I'm navigating somewhere, so I see when will I arrive, outside temperature, that the navigation volume is off, or is the volume overall. Bluetooth, that the car is connected to the internet, and this would be my BMW ID and the time. When you scroll down, you get some favorites, but not a lot, and these are things you can't change too much, and I can only add calls of favorites, manage mobile devices, Wi-Fi, manage game controllers. So it's not too much that you can put in up here. Let's go to the navigation. When you get in there, you see here how far it is and if there's anything on the drive. You see here state of charge at arrival, kilometers, and time, and you can add a different destination. You can of course switch if it's 3D in drive view. What is assist view? Aha. When you are navigating somewhere, so I put that in, then I have to, yes, I want to go there, then I have to, yes, I want to go there, and then again, yes, I want to go there. That's a bit much. Then you can see the whole route, or where you are at right now. You can go to your settings, spoken instructions, what is spoken, then avoid stuff, turn by turn direction, 3D junction view. The map can be traffic, 3D building, satellite view, auto zoom, display charging stations on map, only high power chargers, charging on route, at charging station 10%, destination 20%, set homes, work address, show operators, preferred operator, currently no preferred operator, scan to continue. I think you can put in what charging stations can be used. I think that's possible. Prioritas preferred operators. I think you can do that. Why there's a stupid thing code? I have no idea. And then that's my settings. I don't want charging, by the way. Turn that off. Now, when you are navigating somewhere and you get out to the home screen, you still see that you're navigating and see your map here. You can change this, by the way, if you want you don't want to see it. You can have just a background picture, but you can see the map. But in here, you do not see when are you arriving, with what state of charge, and at what time. You still see it in panoramic view, but this depends on what view you're on. And if I go to map, I see I arrive with what time and with 80%, and here I see it's in 24 kilometers. So I can see it in the Panoramic Vision Display, but not here if I'm not in the navigation. Here on the left, you have things that you can see. I have the music, my phone, and navigation in here. By the way, it shows it here. I'm an idiot. It just doesn't show it here. It shows it here. So I was totally wrong. If you press long, you can then change what you see. So I have personal assistant, shortcuts, and weather. You can activate this, change the order. So you can hold and move it to somewhere different. And here is navigation for the main screen, or my modes, and then you have different pictures and stuff like this. So you can change this, which is nice. All the apps, you have all apps reason to use, digital premium, and you have 3 windows, but it's way bigger than it was in the old software. It's way better. We have the BMW ID, BMW Maps, personal assistant, climate comfort is just the climate. Most of it is just the settings you have there anyway. Journey data, here you can have values since individual, since charging, today, since factory, or my trip. You can reset it. You see the time, kilometers, kilowatt hours used, average consumption, average speed, your odometer. Here, total consumption 60.1 kilowatt hours. What's the difference between this and this? And then drivetrain took 86%, electronics 4.7, climate 9%, battery conditioning nothing. Then I have my modes and my moments, like the button down there, connected drive store, Disney, front passenger airbag, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, parking, telephone, video, TV. What do we have here? Whee! That's so nice. Weather, drive recorder, this is the thing here. Parking payments, BMW messages, assistant, air console games. It's the same as in Volkswagen. Radio, my highlights, presence detection, my vehicle must be the settings, they are. And then interior camera. Oh, that's me. And Alexa and Spotify. And then we also have the goodbye window. When you are in drive, you go in park and you unbuckle, you get the goodbye. This is now in German because I already did the English video. I'm doing it again because I missed something. And you have your climate, you can set it, just press here and for 30 minutes it will keep the climate on. I don't think you can change the time. Then you have charging, a shortcut, and then you have deactivate that someone is in the car or the alarm system, which is really cool. Everything is in here. But now it's settings time. When you go into the settings, you can search for settings up here, which is cool. Then we have quick access, and this is really nice. Assisted Driving Pro is your steering assist. You can turn it off here if you don't want that. Hill descent, stability control. What should it be? Automatic hold, so auto hold, panoramic vision display settings. Then battery preconditioning. When you go in here, you can activate it once or automatic, but I can press here and activate it. And up here, reduce warnings. We're here on the left, I can only change the speed limit warning and lane assist. Here, when I press this, it turns off all of these things, which is so cool. Attention warning and other stuff. This is so my thing. I don't have to press two things. I just get into the car, settings, I'm automatically in quick access, turn that on. I don't have to confirm. It's just done. Awesome. Can I change these? Add shortcut. No. Shortcut edit. I can put it up here. I didn't know that. Cool. Okay. Then assistance. Assisted driving, steering assist, you have a few settings, active lane change assist, notification sound, motorway assistant, route and junction assistant, distance control. Here you set the distance for your cruise control without distance control. Cool. So you can have normal cruise control, speed limit warning, acoustic warning, no. Speed limit assist, how it adapts to the speed. You can have it automatically. Speed limit will be adopted automatically where possible. Can I adjust the speed limit then? You can do that back in the day. Deactivate Assistant Driving Pro to adjust speed limit. Speed can still be adjusted using the steering wheel buttons. So I have to turn this off and then I can have the +9. Huh, that's weird. A hill descent control, speed limiter button, safety, a lot of settings, parking, driving, configure my modes, drive sound, chassis, stability control, automatic hold, parking plate, charging. Here you can set your charge limit. I thought so. How do you? Here. Ooh, it goes down to 20%. That's nice. Charging mode immediately, time frame, departure plan, battery conditioning, battery friendly, charging route settings, plug and charge. Lighting, exterior light, you can set the lights here. Interior lights, ambient light. You have the color, single color, match display, interior lighting, exterior lighting. You have some settings, high beam assist. I have that off because it's automatically on in the dark when you drive on. I don't like that. I want to turn the high beam assist on. It shouldn't be on automatically, and I see BMW drivers just have it on even though it's morning traffic, and then the whole time it's not on. It's just the sides, they go on and off beside your car. That's so annoying. Seats. You can do the seat position and set climate control. You have seatbelt warning. You reduce seatbelt warning for individual seats. That's weird. Huh. Maybe if you have a bag or something, you can turn that off. That's nice. I like it. Then the doors, alarm system, tailgate, where should it open, the button, display of automatic windows, locking, how it's done, unlock all cars, doors at the end of journey, lock when walking away, fold mirrors, sound on lock, flash when locking, vehicle off after exiting. Key on the key is a button. By the way, I should show you the key. It looks like this, and you have this button here and then 3 buttons on the side, and it's unlock, trunk opening, and a favorite button. And this you can change here. The diamond can be preconditioning or the home lights. I like that. It's a nice little thing. Where were we? Doors. Then displays, brightness at night. You can change this display style. Can have a different view, different color. Dark, bright can be, this is now in dark mode, it can be in bright mode as well. Panoramic Vision Display, we did in the extra video. Status, tire pressure, motor, DC charging, optimal, and other stuff. Audio. Now I had something weird today, we'll see if it's still the same. We have an equalizer, balance, fader as it should be, speed according to volume, off, medium or high. It would be nice if I could do that more. Volume normalization, so if something is quieter than the next song which is louder, it will try to make it the same. Volume then for navigation, for your gong, my god. And then system sounds. Before, this morning I couldn't turn off the touchscreen sound. Drive sound volume, not needed. Then if you're charging, there will be a sound. Orchestration. Goodbye sound. No. No. We don't want that. Active noise reduction. The keys, you can have a normal key, you can have a digital key, you can put this all in here. Connection, smartphone, game controllers, Wi-Fi, digital to premium, wireless charging. You can reminder, you can turn it off, which is nice. Then the software, we have installed software 10 on it's 260353. Update settings, automatic installation. Do we have an update? Let's check. Installed software, no, I don't think so. And then system, you have your time, language, units, the memory. How much memory are we using? 53 gigabyte for the system. Yes! And that's the whole thing. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.